in the studio right now as we prepare to fly high with the Civil Air Patrol. We have Major Louis Camus, and we also have Bethany Cathcart, and talking about C.A.P, the opportunities that are offered through this organization, how long you've been. If U.S. Civil Air Patrol is the correct full term?
Well, it's actually Civil Air Patrol.
So you don't have to put U.S.
Yes, ma'am.
there in front of them.
Yes.
You are a major.
I'm a major with the Civil Air Patrol.
Pilot and acting Flight 205 Commander?
Yes, ma'am.
Whatever that means is
yes.
good. Okay. And you are Flight 205 Cadet?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. A little overview of Civil Air Patrol, what you do and why you do it.
Sure. Civil Air Patrol is the official civilian auxiliary of the U.S. Air Force. And I stress civilian because we're not really active duty members. We're just like you, civilian Americans, but we choose to serve our country through Civil Air Patrol. And Civil Air Patrol actually has three main missions: aerospace education, cadet programs, and emergency services. And we're here today to talk about cadet programs, and that's why I brought one of our top cadets in the flight in Sedona, Cadet Bethany Cathcart.
Now, what makes her a top flight?
I was the first one to join, so that makes me the highest in rank. So there's only 2 cadets right now, and then the second one just joined, so we're growing.
Now, how are you departmentalized? You're both from Sedona.
Yes, ma'am.
But now, Civil Air Patrol is an Arizona concern.
Civil Air Patrol is a national organization.
But it means for us.
Well,
it's changed for us.
Arizona each state has its own wing, and of course we're under Arizona wing.
Okay.
And each wing has in Arizona we have 4 groups, and under each group are squadrons. Now, generally each city in Arizona has 1 squadron. Prescott has a squadron. Payson has a squadron, Flagstaff has a squadron, and Sedona, we're now a flight, hopefully, and I'm talking to our group commander, hopefully we'll be upgraded to a squadron.
Okay.
And basically our flight in Sedona is composed of adults and kids aged 13 to 18. And there are programs for the cadets, and the primary thing that Civil Air Patrol does is emergency services. In other words, 90% of search and rescue in the United States, when an airplane goes down, is done by Civil Air Patrol. Civil Air Patrol has the largest fleet of single-engine aircraft in the world. We use private aircraft owned by members or corporate aircraft, Cessna 182s that are owned by the U.S. Air Force that we fly.
And are you all volunteers?
Yes, ma'am. We're all volunteer. This is all unpaid. We give our hours and our energy and our talents to the organization to help out the federal government and the U.S. Air Force this way.
Well, thank you for that.
Okay.
Yes. Bethany, I'm sorry. Well, I was going to say, you're a doctor then.
Yes.
Is your your day job?
Yes, my day job is a physician, and my wife and I have a psychiatric practice in Sedona.
What drew you to C.A.P?
I heard about it from a friend at school, and so I Googled it, looked it up, and was reading the website. And the more I read, the more I wanted to see what this was all about. And I heard that the C.A.P was an official auxiliary of the Air Force, and that's one of the things that I want to do when I get older is be in the Air Force.
Oh, so you plan to go into the military?
Yeah, what better way to learn about the Air Force than to be part of an auxiliary.
And you've had some wonderful accomplishments already.
Yes, I've had 2 glider flights down at Turf Soaring near Lake Pleasant. And those are all paid for by the Air Force, so that was real fun.
How was that? How did it feel?
You couldn't even tell, it was taking off. It was so quiet. It was really awesome because you could see, everything. It was so cool.
And you weren't alone in the glider?
No, I had a pilot with me. I think his last name was Mnuchin.
Yes, Lieutenant Mnuchin.
Yes, and he took care of the towing, and once we got up there, I got to fly a little, so it was fun.
Fabulous.
That is exciting.
Yeah, we like that. Now, do you have friends who, or you said you learned it from a friend. Is this friend in C.A.P.?
Yeah, she's in the Cottonwood Squadron.
Okay.
And how do children find out about this program? How do they get in touch with you?
Sure. First of all, we have a national website, www.gocivilairpatrol.com, and also we have a local number in Sedona, or they can, which is 928-301-3755, and we have our recruiting officer is here with us today. And, we really welcome this opportunity. As you can see, Bethany, she's only 13 years old, but she acts, and her bearing is more of a mature teenager.
Yes.
And that is what we're looking for. I mean, we're not looking for children like this, but we want to be able to give this kind of
Character building
to the kids.
Wonderful program.
Thank you so very much.
Very nice to meet you both. Thank you.
Good. Did you take some video up there when you were gliding?
We took a lot of pictures and we put it into like a slideshow with music.
Final thoughts and moments when we come back right here on AM Arizona. You stay with us.